Okay, so now you guys have seen like the little skip thing that I always do at the beginning of my videos to show you guys the base. I'm about to show you the inside of it. So what do you guys think of this so far? I mean, I quite like it. But yeah, basically to get into it, you have these two doors. Obviously just an airlock, basic airlock, just two doors for an airlock. And this is just to make sure that two people have to raid you to actually get into your base. You then have a ladder hatch above you, and as you'll find that where the tool cupboard is, it is in there. Spoiler alert. So you'll then be able to come up here and have sleeping bags on one side and furnaces on the other. Obviously, it's pretty useful because you need to obviously smelt stuff up sometimes. A little shoot place if you want, little shooting out place, you know, to protect your base. Another one here and another ladder hatch, which probably should be placed on the other side, but I'm an idiot. So yeah, then you get to go up one more layer, which will then have some chests in it, more shooting things if you need them. Obviously you can adapt these chests to go other places, and I thought of this little new design which I saw on someone else's channel, Nicovo's I believe. Yeah, basically you place one chest down a low, you place one chest down a low wall on it, and then put the other chest on top of the low wall, and you get this sort of double thing design, rather than getting salvaged things. Salvaged like chest cratey things, whatever they are called. But yeah, obviously you're gonna have to adapt this to go somewhere else, or just put like small ones here, because obviously you're gonna have these shoot holes here, unless if you wanted them on the other side. This is why this base is so adaptable. And then you'll have the top floor to this very small compact base, which is just like another shooting area, which you could use, I mean, overall, if you wanted to get rid of all the shooting areas in this base and make the base way more protected in terms of from raiders. So, I mean, that's kind of the efficient design of this base, and my way of building it. If you guys want any better ways to build it, then, you know, appreciate those sort of comments down below. Tell me how you would improve it, but, yeah, I mean, this is the base that you guys get to see right now. Anyway, I'll get back to you when we start doing the build. Yo guys, what is going on? It is Darcy back here, and so hell yeah, so as you guys know, we're building a base, because I mean, well, I haven't actually done that in this game in ages for you guys in general, and obviously this is a base design that it's kind of the same as Nicovo's. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's the exact same. I don't really know. I mean, yeah, if you guys didn't see yesterday's video, go watch that. He's a pretty cool dude. I'm placing all these walls the wrong way around. Right, I'm gonna build this base as if I was one of you guys. I'm on the floor, you know, got no flying privileges at all. So yeah, basically what you're going to do is you're going to place a triangle at the front and two triangles at the back. And this little square in the middle, this is for ladders and stuff. You've got to get up into the top of your bases somehow. And I mean, obviously you can use ladders itself, but ladder hatches are just way better, I find, personally. I can't believe it's doing this right now. They need to face the opposite way round, for God's sake. Right, hammer time. It's hammer time. Can we even get a hammer on this? I'm pretty sure we can. Hammer time. Right, yes we can. There is a hammer for ours. One soul, whatever. But yeah, you just want to rotate all these. I mean, obviously make sure they're rotated on your build as well. But yeah, I mean, then you are going to want to place that there and rotate that mainly to the outside. Inside here, you're then going to want to grab a tool cupboard and stick that right about there, because that's probably the most protected part of this base. I mean, this base isn't the most protected thing, I will admit. And then you're going to want to stick a door inside here and possibly spin that way around is probably the best thing to do, and a ladder hatch in here. So obviously you guys want to have a ladder hatch before you do build this base. So let me just quickly fly up and I will show you the basic design to this base. So as you guys can see, like I said, it's three triangles and your TC will be inside there. Obviously you're going to have to build up and do that. The next thing to do would then be place walls all the way around this. Obviously if there are certain areas that you wanted, I don't know, windows or something, then you could put that there. But personally, if I was gonna put windows, I would probably only really put them on that part there, or this back section over here with maybe like two windows there, or something like that, because this base design with windows is not going to be very good. So at least on the second floor, I wouldn't say put any windows. Maybe the third floor would be useful for windows, but right now, second floor, wouldn't say windows are a good idea. We'll just hit F1, because I'm going to bring up the ladder hatch. It's going to take a while, because I've got some laggy, broken computer. God knows why it takes this long. I mean, it didn't take this long yesterday, but I mean, it is now. So, item list, and then I'm going to grab, whatever it shall be, ladder hatch, right there, look at that. Get that in there, and then we get to put that down. So, as you guys can see, you come into the base here through two doors, and then you got your ladder hatch, and then you're in this section here. So this section here is going to be like kind of the same, but you can have furnaces in this section and stuff like that. So for this sake of this like little build section, I won't put any furnaces down. I'll actually just get on with the rest of the builds. I mean, this is like kind of like your choice as of where you can put this sort of stuff. It's going to be very, very compact, this base. So we're not going to go with too many different things. And this floor here can be loot storage, anything you want really, loot storage, stuff like that. It's going to be very, very, very crammed tight. You can have some shooting spots off here if you guys wanted to. I mean, I wouldn't advise having shooting spots on the floor below, but this actually might not be a bad idea to have shooting spots from. I mean, you could do if you wanted to have some shooting spots here, but I wouldn't advise it as much. I mean, obviously you don't want many blind spots on this base. I mean, if you can have none, that's like perfect. So maybe that sort of design there would be better, but obviously then you've got a blind spot here, and a few other places. But I mean, in terms of your first designed base on a certain server, this isn't a badly designed base. So that's kind of the base design and how you would actually do it. I mean, obviously later, a different point, you can then go around and obviously add honeycomb into your base. If I could do that properly and not be the stupid idiot about it. And yeah, just get a better base design overall. And there you go, look, this is the sort of honeycombing you would have to add to it. That's not going to work, is it? I don't know why, but there you go. But yeah, you could then add this sort of honeycomb into it, and it would be pretty legitness. I probably should never say that again, but yeah, you can then add this sort of honeycomb into it. Let me just finish this off. I might as well, as now I've got here. There you go. So that's the sort of honeycomb, and you could then add to it to make it a bit bigger. And if you wanted to, nearer the top, you could then knock down these walls with C4, or if you still had the ability to knock them down, and create like a slightly larger section or something like this. Obviously, the whole design is up to you guys and not to me, but the majority of this base does go, so you go into two doors, ladder hatch comes down, you'd have another ladder hatch up there. I mean, this is actually quite spacious. I suppose you can have a sleeping bag here, a few like furnaces here, like 2 or 3 furnaces. You got shooting out here, another ladder hatch here, which I just didn't get, I suppose. And then I suppose you can have some loot up here, because this is like the highest point on your base, probably the most protected. And maybe you'd want to swap out those 2 windows for some loot, or some like little loot boxes along here, or the large, like a large thing over here. You can really adapt this design into any form of situation, in terms of like what server you're on, the way that people play on the server and stuff. So yeah, this is kind of the base design of the base. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, like, comment and subscribe, and I suppose I'll see you in the next Rust base or Rust base building video. So hell yeah, see you later, peace out everybody.